roadside catastrophe with Roxy and I just have something against stock parts. I don't know what it is. I think an aluminum radiator is gonna look way better under the hood than the stock one. And so it's time to do that job. Plus, I may or may not be prepping for boost in the future, and nobody wants heat soak. Radiator hoses are off. Everything is taken apart on the top so I can pull my radiator out. Stock radiator is going, and we're going to replace it with an awesome new aluminum cold case radiator. So I'm trying to get my fans in place. This side will slide in, but this side kind of wants to be spring-loaded and not want to slide in for me. Go away. Okay, my fans are on, but it wasn't super easy. When I first tried to slide the tabs into the channels here, it just didn't want to go. I think partially my fans might be warped. I mean, I've hacked the crap out of these things. They've seen a better day, but they're still very functional. So I trimmed the tab over on this side so that it had space because it was hitting the structural point of the fan. I didn't want to trim the plastic part of the fan there, so I just trimmed the tab. And then on this side, it wasn't resting down totally, so I just secured it with a screw. You know, sometimes with aftermarket stuff, you have to change and adjust your OEM parts to make them fit. The other thing that he mentioned to me was that some people trim away this section of the plastic on their fans so that the petcock can rotate. But I asked Aaron about it, and he said just bend the tabs out on the petcock so that you can do it with your hands or needle nose pliers. So that's what I did. I thought that was kind of cool. So I think it's time to drop her in. I just decided I'm going to take off my upper radiator hose because it hung my fans last time. Radiator is installed. Our condenser snapped in on both sides and the channels. I think it's time to put hoses on. Oh yeah. This lower hose is not my friend. There's gotta be a better way to do this. I'm pretty pleased with where we are right now. We've got a little ways to go, but it's been a good day. I got up early this morning and I cleaned the shop, and then my buddy Anthony got here to help me shoot this episode, and it's kind of crazy. This job should take like 2 hours, but when you're shooting a show, and every part of the job takes longer. So it takes a lot of patience. Every time that I make an episode, I tell myself, talk to the camera like it's your viewer, it's your person that you're talking to. And I really try to do that, and I've got a lot of growing to do because professionally, I sell stuff. I do commercials and I, sell eyewear and different stuff like that. So when I get in front of a camera, I feel like I have to be professional. But when I'm out here, I don't want to feel that way. I just want to be like, look, this was a motherfucker to install or whatever. But when I'm installing this stuff, it's like, it's fun. I really, really love getting my hands dirty and working on stuff. But the show adds certainly a different element for me because it's a lot more work. But it's really fun, and I really appreciate you guys watching and traveling along with me in all these adventures that we're doing. Let's get this finished. So with this new radiator, my cold air intake no longer fits. It was the over the radiator style, and now it won't fit under the hood. So I'm getting a new intake, but I gotta get this car out of the lift bay because Aaron needs it. So I'm gonna throw some coolant in it and roll it out until my intake comes in. These are super cool little Allen head bolts. They're like rivets in our airplane, how they have a little quick release deal, which is awesome for changing your air filter. So my PCV valve is missing a hose. I don't have the stock one still from the years ago that I took the stock intake off, so just build a little adapter.